solve our pension problem unilaterally and for political appearances by giving away our precious public asset. We must not give away our water. 4,500 people signed a petition last year to say you want to be involved, and unfortunately, conflicting rules took away that opportunity. Say something. You care, don't you? We must demand a better way to solve the city's pension crisis without leasing our water assets for half a century. That is awful. Well, the I-County Authority won, right? However, last fall, you know that City Council was advised by its consultants to examine all options, all. Where is that analysis, I would ask? Where is it? Why was a separate Allentown Water Authority not considered in the process as recommended? If a local authority like the LCA can spend $220 million to buy our assets, why can't we create our own Allentown Water Authority? Why? I ask that, and that's not the answer. And if we do have to give it away, I hope you agree. We must demand representation on their board. You agree with that? Yes. Representation on their board, because they have said we are going to have to face the debt that is there taking off. And you know why we must do that? Because it's just. It is just and it is fair. This begs a professional and a cooperative effort in this city, an approach to dealing with problems and opportunities and possibilities by being inclusive, not exclusive. Yeah. I pledge to forge a grand partnership of all stakeholders in and outside of Allentown who want to fight on. We desperately need strength of mutually and fairly developed opportunities. A thriving city depends on coalitions bringing innovative, varied ideas, which I know many of you tried to offer over the last year, to the table, not secret plans, laying down our throats like the horrible waste and energy contract that the administration pushed through. And we all know that that contract has great risk in terms of our air quality. We will participate in government with a different vision, a different perspective, because all of our people, our families, our schools, our neighborhoods, our businesses, our hospitals, our agencies, cover 118,000 people in Allentown. I will always ask, who else should be at the table? I will always ask. I will always work for the trust of my constituents and the trust of city employees, which I believe has been lost. And here's one example. For the sake of our children, for the sake of the city's future, I want to work with the city council, the superintendent, the colleges, the hospitals, the businesses in this city to work on helping motivate our families and our kids to love learning, to build their schools, to focus on health, and most of all, to improve the recreation opportunities in this city. That is absolutely critical. I do not believe that the city has done enough to bring the school department and the city government together as a partnership. Then we can find why do I say this? We must provide leadership and mentorship to our children. Would you not agree that it is our responsibility to provide that opportunity to children? It is our opportunity to work with Another example is I support an effective police force that works cooperatively throughout the community to increase our feeling of home in our neighborhoods. But even more important, I want to work with each of you for creative ideas of how to bridge the relationship gap between youth in our city and our fine police officers. We must bring that together to recognize that the officers in our city are part of our wonderful capability of keeping this a great community, and our children can learn to be friends with their officers, and I've seen that work in other cities. We can do it here. Everything I attempt will stress community. I promise. But beyond new buildings, I also want to begin to close by saying we have gleaming new buildings going up down the road, right? I am a supporter of the NIS. I was one of the early supporters of the NIS. I disagree with the way it's being managed. We need a community benefits agreement now. I've been arguing for it for 2 years, and it's been falling on deaf ears. And I would hope that you will help me get that community agreement done. Will you help me on that? So in November, I hope that you will put my almost 40 years of experience in finance, administrative, and teaching. Not just for a select few, but for 118,000 people. 118,000. And just as I warned in 2008 of the financial debacle that was about to come to us, that was not acknowledged by the administration, I promise I will always be honest with you. I will tell you what limits we face, and I will help you identify and reach the opportunities that are possible. That is the only way to help move a city forward. So with confident fiscal management, aggressive entrepreneurial recruitment of employment opportunities, a team effort among all the partners I talked about, we can really put Allentown not only having tall buildings, but be the most wonderful city in the state of Pennsylvania. That is made up of its people and what people can provide, and not just integration. I touched on we don't politics get to the top. But I will not revert to mudslinging. So, in conclusion, it's our water, it's our air, it's our children, it's our schools, it's our neighborhood, it's our community that we need to fight for. I'm not affiliated with any political party. This is about the city and our government. It is not about politics, although not really politics. I urge you to sign my petition if you're interested. Please do. Several people have them around here. My goal, do not despair. We can maintain this forward. The possibilities are endless. We'll have a choice on November 5th, finally. We'll have a choice, right? Right. No one should run unopposed. I ask for your vote. What party you have. Thank you for Thank you, my supporters.